Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. I told y'all that January is going to be all about me building and printing and painting and all of that because she on a deadline. Actually, I'm doing pretty good for my army. All I have left are three Predator tanks, which I've gotten half of those printed. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Um, I hope y'all didn't hear that. Too late now. But I've got three Pred tanks to paint, finishing my Slay Boys, which they're almost done. And then my Contemptor, I just could not stick with a paint palette for him, and I basically have ruined him now. His weapons are fine, but the Contemptor itself, the body, I'm going to have to get another one and redo it because it happens. It happens. Everything can't be great, and I'm okay with it. I've made peace with my mistakes, but that won't take me super long to repaint. I'm gonna do it more in the style that I did my Deredale or Deredio or Dorado, however you say it, where I used basically my airbrush to do most of my highlighting and stuff on top of the metallic with other metallic paints, and that came out really good. So I'm gonna do that again. I knew I should have. The first two dreadnoughts I did, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Dreadnoughts that I did came out really good. And then I flooped the pig. So, it's fine. But here's what I'm going to do right now. I am going to get to printing the other half of my Pret tanks. So, no, I'm not saving those changes because something happened. But yeah, so half of when I say half the Pred tank is finished, I mean like the first physical half of it has been printed. So I love me some Dollar Tree when it comes to like containers and stuff for our prints. I have like this box of like little mini clear Tupperwares. Are they Tupperwares? Tupperware is like the ubiquitous word now for box that holds stuff. But it's basically what it was, and it's like it had all these different sizes, and my husband has used all of them, and there's like 40 boxes. I'm like, dude, finish a project. So I went to the Dollar Tree and got more. It's fine. We have different ways of organizing, but since I just pulled some stuff off, I wanted to show you how it looks. So I printed the first half of pieces because look at this print plate here. You can only put so much on a print plate before ridiculousness ensues. You've got to give your printer a fair shake. So I did 3 plates of the first half of the parts I need. So I've got 3 of these with parts in it. And then now I'm going to print the other half and I'll do 3 plates of those. My husband also is going to want some Pred tanks in the future. So I will have these projects saved and can just click up, do it again. So that's great. But these are the tracks right here for a Pred tank. And you'll notice there's extra bits in there. So when you print something, supports have to go in. And one of the things I like about these programs is it puts the supports in automatically. And for the most part, this does a good job of the support pieces just breaking off. And the reason you need that is you can't print in dead space. Now, I am going to have to go in here and do some cleaning up. I'm filming this the week before. Well, actually, it's way late on a Friday night, but it's the Friday night before the week of Christmas. And my husband and I have the whole week of Christmas off. We were going to take a trip, but we decided to stay home and have a staycation and work on painting. And all the young people will be off doing their young people stuff. So we're going to paint and project together and have a great time. Yeah, I know that's our version of heaven. We're going to read our novels. It's going to be great. Like tomorrow and Saturday, we're going to our kingdom for the SCA's Christmas party, and after we do some fighting and sword fighting and stuff, and then we do some eating and gaming. There's gonna be like quiet time. I'm gonna take a couple of my Warhammer novels with me and just really dig into them during that time. It's gonna be great. So I'm really looking forward to just peaceful paint time because for me, if I have a whole day to paint, y'all. Like 8 straight hours, can't imagine. So I'm really excited to see what I can do with just free time. Like earlier today, I'm not doing anything that has anything to do with why I'm here right now. I'm pulling bits off of this because now I'm into it. But I went and did all the holiday like food shopping today with my husband. And then I had to rush him back to the house because he forgot he had an online D&D game with his friends, and I had to go back out. But I'm roasting a goose for the family this year, so by the time this goes out, you will know if the goose was successful. Might be a total disaster. I've never roasted a goose before, but my father-in-law said he wanted goose, and I was like, okay. Have you ever purchased a goose? It's not the same price as turkey. So, I think I'm going to move my head elsewhere so that y'all can see everything. There we go. I'm going to put my head up here. I'm getting better at this. Aren't you proud of me? All right, so here's my plate. And so now I need the next set of parts. I made it all the way to the sponsons. And let me make sure I didn't print this part. I forgot what that looks like. Yep, I printed that. So delete. Don't need that. All right. So sponson targeter. Did I print this? I think that's that vertical piece. Yep, sure did. Delete. Don't need that. So, oh, I don't have a lot left to print. So the body front. Have not printed that. Yes, I have. Delete. Oh, that's the one that has the logo. Okay, the sides. All right, all right. Now I'm getting into the bigger pieces. So I'm going to need two of these. So I'm going to have to duplicate it and flip. So let me figure out where this one's going to be first. I'm going to do it from the top down. I'm looking around to see if, oh, that part's solid. Okay, that's good. So check out, you see this part right in here where my mouse is hovering? Like that's going to need support because that's hollow there, like it's open space. So that's what the supports are for, just little bits to hold up the printing medium, the FDM, the plastic, or if you're doing a resin printer, to make sure that empty space, there's just not bleh going everywhere. That's the technical term, bleh. So what I actually am going to do is do just a little bit of rotating, mostly for getting stuff on the plate, but I'm going to use the space in a positive way here. So I'm going to first duplicate this. So clone, I keep saying duplicate and it's cloning. So I'm going to clone it and then I need to flip it. So this needs to be the inverse of this one. So I'm going to do a mirror and I believe I want it on the y-axis. No. Mirror. She's not a math girly, so work with her. There we go. That's a flip. We need a flip and flip. So I don't know what the other pieces look like. So what I'm going to do is rotate this. And let's see here. I think I want to take it up on the z-axis, 90 degrees. Yep, that's what I want. And now I'm going to click off so I can move it. So now I'm going to have this guy here. So let me look from the top. Yeah, that's good spacing. Now that I've had plates print, I know how much like spread space it needs. Because with the FDM, one of the really cool things is it the resin can spread a little bit, but that FDM, once it comes out and it hardens so fast, which is kind of great. So this is the body bottom, soggy bottom. Okay, so I can just lay it flat. So I need to rotate this guy. We're going to rotate it on the x-axis 90 degrees. Wrong way. I want it to go the other way. The x was it. Let's go 45. Nope. It's going the wrong way. Am I going to have to use the thing? I am. That's what I want. I should have listened more in math, but, you know, she's not a math girly. Never has been, never will be. All right. Are we flat? I think we're flat. Awesome. So that's the bottom. I only need one bottom piece, so that's good. What's awesome about this, though, is now when I print them for my husband, I don't have to build these plates again. It's already done. Body exhaust fixed. What is the exhaust? I don't know how many. I think it usually needs two of these. I don't think this one has to be reversed. So I'm just going to duplicate it. Yeah, give me one. So a couple of these. So I've got my two sides, one for each side. And then it says here, body fixed. What is this? Oh, yeah. These bits go on the sides. Probably need the whole body for it. Let's see. I'm trying to decide what end it needs to print from. And I'm thinking this down, and there'll be supports in here that I'm going to have to break off. So let me flip this guy. Floop. So kind of want it to go this way. Oh, why did that one do what I wanted? Embarrassing me in front of company. It's going to be a rather tall piece. The only bit I don't know what to do with that I have not printed is, where is it? Don't you love these real-time videos, tracks? These, the sponson cables. Look at this. First of all, it's massive. Um, it, I don't know where that goes. I kind of know where it goes because here's a sponson. So these are the sponsons, and this is the sponson holder. So this bit here clips in here, and then this is the part that holds the gun, and it goes here, and we're magnetizing ours so you can, change out weapons and point them. I'm not seeing where this clips in. Obviously, I would have to scale it down. It's way too big, but I am... Control Z. My dog's mad at me. He has a hot spot, and I had to go get him to the vet today. He had to get antibiotics, and they gave me an antibiotic, a spray, and a... what's it called? A steroid for him, and a cone of shame because he kept picking at it. It was starting to heal, and then old Mr. Licks-a-Lot won't leave it alone. So yeah, so he's mad, but mommy has to take care of her baby. That's just how it goes. Do it for his own good. So yeah, I don't think these I need to do. I'm actually gonna do 4 of these. Because I'm thinking about my Spartan tank, and there's like 4 of those on there. And they were all the exact same piece. Like, nothing crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog moaning, but he has voiced his displeasure at my presence. But I know your life is trash. Also, my stepdaughter is here, and he loves her, and he's in my office with me. He followed me in here. He knew what he was doing. He wants to be out there with her, which he will be in a second. Okay. Yeah, this was relatively simple. So I'll end up printing 3 of these and adding it to my bits box. But yeah, check it out. So like my sponson holder, I got guns here. So the guns had negative space under them. Put it in the light. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. Find your way to organize. For me, containers work well. And I also don't do a lot of projects at once. That's why I'm able to finish my projects. Babe, I know you're watching. Love you so much. Mwah. But we are very different people, which is totally fine. But yeah, I only have 1 or 2 projects going at a time. That way I can finish what I'm doing. Like, I literally have a schedule of what I'm building and when I'm building it and when I'm painting it. I think that's a result of being a corporate trainer. I'm gonna go here and put the supports in. Um, I'm gonna use a different kind of support this time and just let it do it automatically. And then like the normal auto default support. But I was not organized before I had this job. Oh, the body bottom doesn't need supports. And turn that off on that one. Exhaust, auto support. But before I became a corporate trainer, I was very haphazard. Many moons ago, but it's one of those jobs that forces you to do what you need in order to make life function, especially when you're going hither, thither, and yon. All right, and supports are in. All right, all my supports are in. Check this out. So now, I know you don't see them here, but what I'm going to do is go to the preview. So let me go to the preview. Oh, you'll really be able to see it here. The preview is going to render the supports. So preview. Here it goes. It's rendering. And now my video is going to start getting slow because my poor little Surface is working way too hard. So one of these days I will get it. I keep saying I'm going to get another laptop, but I have a body bottom is floating and can't cantilever. Please rotate. What have I done? See, I like that. It tells me where I've done wrong. Floating. Why is it floating? I don't want it to float. I'm going to zoom in. Mouse wheel zoom. Let's see what we got going on here. Floating. Well, let me make this level. Let me make sure it is perfectly level. Let's see. What do I want to... It's the green I want to rotate, right? Like Oh, it's like a degree off of level. Well, that's difficult. Did I make it level now? Let's see what the preview says. Body bottom has floating cantilever. Please reorient the object or enable. You know what? I'll make my life easier because I can't figure that out. So let me go back to prepare and let's auto support that one too. Thank you. There. All right. Happy now, computer? All right. Oh, look at the daily tip has like a little dog on it. So, yeah, life has made me more organized than I was naturally. And what's interesting is one of the things I teach, just something about me, is all about communication styles and how people show up. So I'm a little bit of an expert in that. And your communication style and your presentation style will change over time. Your natural talents and gifts won't, your strengths that you were born with. But how we show up in situations can and will change over time. I can definitely say when I was younger, I was very much more haphazard, as they say. And at this point in my life, I recognize the peace that comes with organization because I know where things are. And because I was, cursed with poor handwriting, I do really good at remembering. Where things are and stuff like that because I can't write a list or something and my handwriting is just pitiful. Um, which apparently is a sign of great intelligence. I don't know. That's just what we're gonna say. But because of that, my natural adaptation is a really good memory. So I can remember where everything is, and I've become like a digital list maker, and that's what's helping me with my painting endeavors is being a digital list maker. I am able to do what I need to ensure that. I can get my projects done and have fun with the stuff I'm doing. And I'm getting ready for Adepticon too. So if you're going to Adepticon, I know a few people out here might be. I will be there. My husband and I have booked our room. Um, and I have a friend in Milwaukee as well. So I'm gonna go visit her while I'm up there as well. But yeah, Adepticon's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin this year, and I've never been to Wisconsin, so I'm kind of excited. I want cheese. Is Wisconsin a cheese state? I feel like it is. So, looking forward to it. Isn't Milwaukee on one of the Great Lakes as well? Like I've gone to Chicago quite a bit, and the view of the Great Lakes is that lake is so darn big. You'd think you were on the ocean. Like it's intimidating how big it is. I would love to see some of the other lakes, but I've only ever been on a couple. I've been on Lake Superior. I think I've been on Lake Erie once. Like I would like to see like Lake Baikal, like the biggest freshwater lake in the world. Like it has seals, it has freshwater seals and like freshwater shrimps. Like it might as well be an ocean. Um, yeah, but that has nothing to do with this video. Okay, all the supports are in. You can see where they are, and if you look underneath, see all that's green. Those are supports. So it's going to print support so that the negative space is filled. And I think I'm ready to print now. Notice that this video was 20 minutes, and the last one took me like 50 because I didn't know what I was doing, but now I do. So I'm going to click to print the plate. Oh, y'all, we're printing the plate. Let's do it. My printer is on, and it's going to go through all of the motions, and everything's ready. Ooh, this is a 7-hour print. It's going to go all night. Send. Please check the following. Enable traditional. Oh, then I won't do time lapse. I can do that in my editing software. I'm recording my prints using the Bamboo software, and what's really cool about that is those will be other videos and shorts that I can upload to YouTube at some point. So that's kind of great. All right, looks like it was successfully transmitted. Now this is the device window, and there we go. It's starting to heat up. Right now it's at 10 degrees C. It needs to get up to 65 C. The cool thing I really love about the FDM printer, and especially this one, is one of the things about our resin printer, which I love. I love both of them. I'm not going to say, oh, the Mars is better or the Bamboo is better. We love both of them. We like resin. We like FDM. It depends on what you're doing. It's like the iPhone and the Galaxy. Y'all, I've got both. I've got one of each. One's for work, one's for me. But it's just what are you doing with it? Good salespeople. That was free sales training. It's not about which is better. It's about what do you need. but um, but yeah. So resin offers its pluses and minuses. FDM offers its pluses and minuses. One of the things that is a plus for me for FDM is I don't have as big a weather restriction as we do because the resin you need it in a warmish place. Um, Resin don't like cold. And my FDM printer is out in the garage right now, the attached garage, not my husband's garage. And because the plate and nozzle heat up, I don't have to worry about um, the print not printing because of weather. So I'm gonna kick this one off, and then I'll take those pieces off in the morning, and I'll kick off another one during the day, and I'll kick off one more, and then my tanks will be printed so that I can build and paint them next week. So that's super exciting. I'm gonna film a couple of other videos since I'm sitting here. My birthday has passed, so my husband did real good, and there's something I've got to take out the box, but I want to invite y'all along for the ride. So as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.